Ooh, what's good, Wizards fans? So the Wizards, I was gonna say Commanders. I haven't done a Wizards video in so long, guys. The Pelicans, they trade this per Shams Charania. This happened at 3:11. I'm late to the party here at 5:53. This is just the time that I was able to make a video. He says he tweeted out the Pelicans are trading CJ McCollum, Kelly Olynyk. Oh, I hate Kelly Olynyk, man. For that Game 7, I will always hate Kelly Olynyk for ending our season that year. I'm not even gonna say he was the best player on the floor because I think Brad had 38 or something like that. John Wall struggled a little bit, but he still had a solid game. And I think Isaiah Thomas still had a crazy game in Game 7 too, man. It was so crazy. I might even look up that Game 7 stats. And then the funny thing is that the Celtics went on to lose 4-1 against the Cavaliers. They didn't even put up a fight. We were the better matchup in that year with the John Wall year. John Wall, Bradley Beal, the Death Row DC team. We were the better matchup. We were the better match. Yeah, Brad had 38. That's crazy. We would have gave the Cavaliers a better fight. Isaiah Thomas still had 29 points, but Kelly Olynyk had 26 points off the bench, bro. 26 points. He was 10 for 14. He couldn't miss. 2 for 6 from the 3-point line. And 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Marcus Smart was on that team too, on that Celtics team. That's crazy. And he's on the team right now. But the trade was, let's finish up the trade. And a future second round pick to the Washington Wizards for Jordan Poole, Saddiq Bey, the number 40 pick. So we basically swapped second round picks. And we got CJ McCollum, he's a solid player. He's not a bad player. He's a scorer. He's been a scorer all his career, even back to Lehigh. Back to high school when he beat Duke and that when they upset Duke in the first round with Lehigh, that put him on a national spotlight. And he was with the Blazers, sidekick to Damian Lillard, and then went to the Pelicans. And now he's Mr. CBA. He's the president of the whatever it is, Basketball Players Association. He's a part of the CBA that has that second apron. He made that rule, or he helped make that rule. Now he's trying to make the rules resting more and stuff like that. So he's really into that, and he's a political. He's a legitimate he talks like he can be in politics. I've listened to him talk on First Take and stuff like that. Very smart, very intelligent guy, but he's not going to be here long. He has an expiring deal in 2026, and look at what Bobby Marks put out. His contract ends next year. Jordan Poole's contract ends in 2027. Jordan Poole's making $31.8 million per year. And CJ McCollum's making $30.7 million per year. Kelly Olynyk, $13.4 million per year. And an unrestricted free agent in 2026. Saddiq Bey is an unrestricted free agent in 2027. $6.2 million per year. That's what Saddiq Bey is making. I really wanted to see Saddiq Bey, the local guy from Sidwell Friends, and he transferred from DeMatha. I really wanted to see him play for the Wizards. I really did, because he can shoot and he's an athlete, but we never got to see that. So it is what it is on that. And then, like I said, the second round pick swap. So David Aldridge was on the radio saying that this was to allow Bub Carrington to get more touches, get more playing time, just get more control of the offense. So to me, for the draft, that shows me that they really want to get Ace Bailey instead of Jeremiah Fears, because Jeremiah Fears is more of a ball-dominant guard. And you don't really want to draft a ball-dominant guard if you want Bub to be controlling the offense for the most part, from what it sounds like. They really believe in Bub. They're really high on Bub, is what reports are saying right now. So I think they're really locking on Ace Bailey. He just has to fall to number 6. And that's the unfortunate part about getting the 6th pick of the draft, is that you have to hope and wish and pray on a falling star that somebody drops to pick 6 rather than just having the 3rd pick of the draft. You could have just got the guy that you really wanted, or the 2nd pick, or the 1st pick that we really should have gotten. So that's why I'm still hung up on that terrible lottery draft, just rigging of the lottery is just so awful. But I wish Jordan Poole nothing but the best. I thought his first year here was bad, where he was getting booed off the court. He was just recovering from being punched by Draymond Green. I interviewed Jordan Poole in a press conference after the game, or asked him a question. Nice guy. I was like, go Terps. He said, nah, go blue, because he went to Michigan. So he's a good guy. I have nothing but good things to really say about him. Yes, is he silly on the floor, shacking the fool moments, things like that, and a little immature at times. Yes, but he's maturing. He's still he is a grown man, of course, but he's still maturing. And I think CJ McCollum is kind of a more mature version of Jordan Poole. He doesn't have the herky jerky shake and bake and one mixtape tour kind of style that Jordan Poole plays with, but CJ McCollum is definitely a certified bucket getter. And he does that. So you have a lot of veterans on the team with Chris Middleton now, Marcus Smart. Not a lot, but you have legitimate veterans that have a strong presence. It's CJ McCollum with leadership, Chris Middleton with leadership. He's won a championship before. CJ McCollum has had deep playoff runs before. Marcus Smart, deep playoff runs before with the Celtics. And, he's just a tough, hard-nosed guy. And Marcus Smart may not be here next year either. Like, I can certainly see him being traded. Malcolm Brogdon is a free agent, so they could possibly bring him back. I highly doubt they bring him back. So if they bring him back, they can have a bunch of vets on the team that the young guys can learn from. But at the same time, you don't want to take away the playing time from Bub, Keyshawn, A.J. Johnson, Alex Sarr. They're going to play Alex Sarr regardless because he was the second pick of the draft. Tristan Vukcevic. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anybody on the roster that is young. And now we're going to bring in possibly 2 rookies with pick 6 and pick 18. We're going to bring in 2 more rookies. Like, I was thinking about the Summer League roster. Like, we have so many young guys where the Summer League roster is going to be stacked. Like, guys are going to be fighting for playing time because we have so many young guys on the team that were first-round picks last year and first-round picks the year before, or second-round picks the year before. So we have so many young guys on the roster. So next year looks like the year that we're going to finally try to compete because we have a top 8 protected pick, and we cannot get worse than the 8th pick of the draft or where that pick is going. So, once again, we have to be bad next year, which is unfortunate, to watch more bad basketball or more losing basketball or just, I guess, call it more developmental basketball here. But I do see some people upset about trading Jordan Poole. Maybe they could have got more for him. But you do see what the Blazers traded Anthony Simons for to the Celtics. They got fleeced. They got robbed. That was such a bad trade. But I thought you could get a little bit more for Jordan Poole. But, that's what you got. And that's the trade right now. We get CJ McCollum to DC. He's made some jokes about tariffs and stuff like that. He said he's gonna get blamed for the tariffs now, and so we'll see. Like I said, Jeremiah Fears, Ace Bailey, Derek Queen, Mahalo Watch from Duke, most likely are going to be the names that will be called tomorrow night at pick 6. Pick 18, Thomas Sorber from Georgetown possibly is a guy that I do like. Pick 18, I'm trying to think who else at pick 18 that I do like for the Washington Wizards. But I think the pick is going to be, I think Ace Bailey's actually going to fall. I'm not too confident on it, but if we don't do that, we're going to get Jeremiah Fears, who kind of interferes with Bub Carrington getting to handle the ball too. But I like Jeremiah Fears, man. A lot of people are down on Jeremiah Fears, but he's a bucket getter, man. He can hoop. Like that game winner he had against West Virginia, like he's a dog, man. He's a dog. He's gonna get to the free throw line a lot in the NBA. That's one thing he's definitely gonna do. All right, guys. So did I read what David Aldridge said? Oh no, so I'm gonna read some tweets too where somebody replied to me. They were like, "This is a bad trade" and stuff like this. Where was it at? Yeah. So, but if you look at the 2026 free agent class, it's a really, really good class. I'm gonna read some of the guys that are on there, but nobody wants to come to the Wizards, so I wouldn't get my hopes up that we're just gonna outright sign somebody. Like, there's reports that we may have like $100 million in cap space in 2026, but it's like, we've seen that before when we try to get Kevin Durant. We've seen where we had a bunch of cap space and we used it on like Andrew Nicholson, Jason Smith, and somebody else. I can't remember who else it was. It was Andrew Nicholson, Jason Smith, and then Jan Mahimi. Yep. Jan Mahimi. That's the last time we had a bunch of cap space, and we used it on those players, and we really wanted Kevin Durant, and it just never happened. Damian Lillard's a free agent. He's 35 right now. Goodness gracious. Damian Lillard's 35? Wow. That is crazy. He's 34, so he's going to be 35 at the time. LeBron's going to be 41. He's going to be an unrestricted free agent. Damian Lillard has a player option. Bradley Beal has a player option. He's going to be 32.9 years old. Kevin Durant's going to be 37, basically 38. He's going to be an unrestricted free agent at that time. Trae Young has a player option. He's going to be 27. Luka's going to be 27. He has a player option as well, though. Zach LaVine's going to be 31. Zach LaVine is somebody I would take a look at in that class. Fred VanVleet, 32 at that time, unrestricted free agent. Kyrie, 34. He's going to be an unrestricted free agent. James Harden will be a free agent. There's a lot of DeAndre Ayton, free agent, 27. I actually like DeAndre Ayton. De'Aaron Fox, free agent. That's not realistic. Chris Middleton, free agent. Kristaps, free agent. We're not going to re-sign Kristaps. Julius Randle, free agent. I like Julius Randle. He'll be 31 at the time. Isaiah Hartenstein, club option, 28. Andrew Wiggins, player option. Jaren Jackson, unrestricted free agent. I do like Jaren Jackson. Tobias Harris is mid, 33. But he be cooking, though. Tobias Harris be cooking. Anthony Simons, free agent. John Collins, free agent. Terry Rozier, free agent. Mikal Bridges, free agent. Aaron Gordon, free agent. Vucevic, free agent. He'll be 36 at the time, though. Marcus Smart, Harrison Barnes, Norman Powell, Duncan Robinson, Colin Sexton. This is a good class. It's a good class. Rui will be a free agent. PJ Washington. I like PJ Washington, too. He'll be a free agent. Mitchell Robinson, I like him as a rebounding big, running the floor. Jordan Clarkson, Naz Reid. I like Naz Reid as a shooting big man. Dorian Finney-Smith. Paolo Banchero would be a restricted free agent. He's going back. He's not leaving. Bobby Portis, Kobe White. I do like Kobe White for the Bulls. He's a hooper. Free agent. Robert Williams, backup big, free agent. Reed Shepard, terrible. Well, he's not terrible. He's a rookie. Chet Holmgren, restricted free agent, so he's not going anywhere. Stephon Castle, club option. He's not going anywhere. Pat Connaughton, role player. So that's it, guys. I mean, Kelly Oubre, six man. He'll be a free agent as well. Been there, done that though with Kelly Oubre, who actually punched Kelly Olynyk and tried to fight him in that Death Row DC series where we lost to the Celtics. So, all right, yeah, that's all I really got to say, man. Like, I hate to be doom and gloom about the Wizards, but I still feel like we're 2 years away from being 2 years away unless one of the draft picks hit. I just want to say that too. Like, if Bub doesn't hit, I think Bub will hit, but he has to hit in a certain way. Like, can he be a franchise changer? Can he be a guy that can push us to the playoffs? Same thing with AJ Johnson, Alex Sarr, whoever we pick at 6. Like, can they be a game changer? Like, we needed a franchise changer so bad. That's why it really hurt deep when we didn't get the first or second pick, because we need a guy. Like, we're not going to get it via trade. We're not going to get it via free. We have to get it through the mud to have a player develop into that guy. You know, and the East is wide open. Halliburton's going to be out for the majority of the season next year. The Bucks are deteriorating. The Heat are not the same. There's no more Heat culture with Jimmy Butler leaving. The Celtics traded Drew Holiday. They did get Anthony Simons. Kristaps is not coming back either. The Knicks are the Knicks, so they're going to be good, but they don't have a good coach that I don't think they're going to get. So, I mean, like, the East is wide open, man. Detroit is good, but they're not a juggernaut. There's no juggernaut in the Eastern Conference. The Bulls are a playing team. The Raptors are a playing team, or worse than that. Like, the Hawks are a playing team, or worse than that. Like, there's Charlotte playing or not even making the playoffs. Bulls playing or not even making the playoffs. Like, there's a lot of teams just in that same group of just mid. Orlando Magic, they were 8 seed last year. They were good, but they're not a juggernaut. Like, nobody's a legitimate juggernaut in the Eastern Conference. Like, even the Pacers, even though they made it to the Eastern, I could see them losing in the first round next year. Like, I really could. I guess that's a possibility. It really is. It really is. So, I may have to do a live because I have a lot to say about the Wizards too. Like, I haven't talked about the Wizards. The Cavaliers, they just lost to the Pacers. So, like, they're a good regular season team, but they're just not a juggernaut. There's no big three that we've seen in the past decades, like the Celtics with KG, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Rondo. That was a big four. Or the Heat with Bosh, D-Wade on LeBron. Like, there's no dominant juggernaut team that you just fear. The Nets are awful. The Sixers are Embiid is deteriorating. They're going to trade Paul George. So, like, the East is wide open, guys. It's wide open. So this is the time for the Wizards after the season. They got to compete, man. No more this relying on the lottery anymore. They got to compete because we never get the luck in the lottery anyway. So it's time to put the big boy pants on and compete, man, after this season. After the 2025 or 2020, is it 2025 season? Or really the 2025-2026 season. After this 2026 season, they got to pick it up and compete. That's what I would say if I was Ted. You know, like, we've tanked for 3 years, been bad for 3 years. We got to put some butts in the seats. And we're not going to be doing it by a Friday night Ludacris concert or a T.I. concert on a Friday night. or a big boy concert. We got to get some real people in the seats. So, all right, guys. As always, hello, Commanders. Hello, Wizards. Peace.